Howdy. Well, we're back at her. Thank goodness. I was driving the whole house nuts. Anyway, we did a bunch of packing. And worked on these sides, on this side kit. So I got a load here. So we're just down here in Cowtown picking up the rest of our load. Let's take a look. We got a little complaint for the engineering department though. So here's these bad boy sides, which seem to work okay, but I did take into account the sag of the trailer, you know what I mean? So when I installed the sides, the trailer has a little bit of a hump in it. I thought I left a big enough gap so that when you put weight on it, it straightens out, but I didn't. So we're in there pretty tight. It's all touching. It's in there pretty tight. My fancy latch won't work. This side doesn't work too good. I tried the two different, I got an 8-foot piece there, and an 8-foot piece there, but they're pretty flimsy, so I'm having to run with some bars and some winches and some cables and everything to hold it all together. So sorry if you can't hear me. We got some fancy reefers going here. So here's what we got so far. Got some pipe and some crates and some collars and a bunch of stuff in there. We're just gonna drop these sides here right now though, if we can. They don't go together too well, but hopefully they'll come off here pretty good. Then we're gonna put this guy up there and then a couple other ones up there and move around and see how things go. So let's take a look at it here. What if I put you guys right here? No, that's not. See there? No, I'll find a spot. Hold on. So that's the idea behind it. It works pretty good, but you gotta go back to the napkin that they're written on and try and figure something better for when the trailer flattens out. We'll figure it out. All right, we got everything on that we have to get on. As you can see, we got the crates on. Muddy. Lots of mud left over from the snowstorm we had. Crates. So we'll just see how they fit here. I'll show you if I can. So I should be able to grab these with one hand. So right now the straps are just laying in there because it's just like a side kit. Don't strap it until the sides are up. You don't do that with a side kit either. So we'll put these sides up and let's see here. One hand. And it's supposed to grab there, which it did. Now, you can see how tight it is. This is supposed to fit in here. Hey! Kind of, sort of. Well, the engineering department screwed up on that one. See, and then I'll fire that through there, tighten them up, and we're good to go. So how it's supposed to work, now this one is another 8-footer. It's supposed to butt up against this chunk of aluminum here, and this is supposed to butt into it, hold it all together, but she's just a little too weak. I chose some flat bar that's not very thick. Like I said, it's just a prototype, okay? I wanted to do it without welding anything. These boards were free. and a couple $100 for hardware and aluminum. Just make sure these are down, just like that. That's how it's supposed to work. You can see at the top, they came together too close. They're too tight, so it won't. Hold on here. Let me see if I can do it. Just gotta hold your tongue the right way, and you get that there. But it's still not as strong as I want it. See, I'm just pulling on it. These are strong. These are super strong. They're bolted into the rub rail, bolted into a pocket. But just weak here. And just these boards themselves are pretty weak. So, like I said, it's a prototype. Hey, don't rag on the engineers too bad. I mean, they got feelings too, right? All right, let's go to the other side. That other side is just one big piece. All right. Supposed to be that easy. And then just double check these. And that's supposed to be in there flush. Once again, cut her too tight. That's how easy it's supposed to be. Haven't quite figured out a tarpon system yet, but as you can see, cut her too tight. She won't suck in there all the way. Down here it will, but not at the top, so we'll figure it out. So that's why I got this strap. Goes over top just to hold it in for now, till we draw on that board again. And then back here I just put up a what do you call them things? Sideboard post. With a rat shit strap on it. Now that holds it tight, as long as you don't make it more difficult on yourself. This is supposed to be faster and easier, right? It's supposed to be. And just like that. Now this side's really tight because I can have this back piece. And the front piece is really tight, so if I'm ever going to do this again, we'll do it with stronger stuff. Think about more of the structural integrity. Yeah, I said it. Integrity. That's a word. I can say it. Alright, that's it. That's all. Probably just another quick one. Oklahoma. That's where I'm going to end up. Finally, got some weight on the trailer. It's great. Going to Wyoming, drop some stuff off, and then out to Oklahoma City and Tulsa, maybe. We'll see. Hopefully they can spin me back around. So back at it, trucking again, feeling good, and we'll see how the trip goes. Enjoy the sunshine. Look at this, no snow. Bye for now. One last thing here. Got a story for you. Had a guy come out here tonight and he said, hey, do you need a hand? And anytime I hear somebody ask me that, it always takes me back in time to this one particular guy and this one particular incident. It was quite funny. Work with me. So we're back in early 2000s. We hire a guy to come work, do some flat decking for us. And this fella, he's missing 3 fingers. Missing these ones. So he's constantly walking around, hang loosing everywhere. He's easy to say, what are you doing? I'm on the phone. You know, easy like that, but try working your day. Like, go through the next little bit and try working with just those fingers, you know, and see what you can do. You know, you're steering and gearing, see if that works. You know, it's kind of funny. Got to grab on like this, you know, and over time, I guess it would get easy, right? So this guy's flat decking, and I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. You know, he's doing really well. But his fingers, like when you go and grab them, they're strong, right? And his name's Greg, and I said, Greg, like, you know, ask him how he lost it. Oh, I think Greg, I've met a lot of guys that lost fingers, and I think this guy, he jumped over a conveyor belt, and these fingers got stuck in the chain in the sprocket, and he came back out, and they were off. Hey, if you're gonna do it, that's the way to do it, I guess. Didn't even know it. Go get them wrapped up, taped up, done. Can't replace them. You're done. So now it's like this. So it's quite humorous because, you know, he gets the gloves going, and for some reason he never tapes down these fingers, right? He never tapes them down, so they're always flopping around, and he's always got these two going. So he's working, and these gloves are flopping around, and these fingers flopping around, you know, and it's just like, and he's struggling. But he told me that when this happened, he had to get another job, and of course he's trying to feed his family, and he couldn't afford to live on workman's compensation or any kind of compensation they were giving him, right? So he said, I had to go to work, and the only people that would hire me were the movers. Movers, I said. He said, yeah. So I went furniture moving. He says, that was the best physio I ever did. He says, I'm picking up stuff with just these, you know. He says, now, this pinky's so strong, I can hold a fridge on this pinky. With this hand and this pinky, he can carry a fridge or any furniture. Like, that's how strong his pinky is now. And of course, his thumb is just as strong, right? I was just blown away. I was like, what the heck? And that's this one particular instance, and all he's particular. And I think at this time, flat decking was new to him. So he's trying to get the strap, right? Trying to grab it and figure out a way to throw it and hold it. Anybody that's ever done throwing straps, you know, you find a different way, a certain way to hold it. And if you got small hands, it's tough to do, right? So just imagine trying to grab it with two fingers, your pinky and your thumb, right? So he's farting around, he can't quite get it, and fucking the gloves flopping around. I said, Greg, do you need a hand? You know what he said to me? No, just 3 fingers. Leave you with that. Have a good week. Take care.